depths of the night, we're the kings of the game. This that gang flow through the highs and the lows. We rise from the shadows, let the darkness expose. From the streets to the throne, we let our truth show. You know the vibe, you know the code. It's the gang flow.
What's going on, everybody, man? This your boy Mike once again with the official Phenom Podcast. And man, we are excited to let you guys know. Again, for those who do not know, we are extending the pre-orders for the physical copies on our website for Night Reaper Origins right now. And for those who also do, if you do not know this at all either, we do have digital copies available, and we got some new stuff coming for you guys this year. Best believe it. But
a lot of new stuff.
So yes, it's your boy Mike, and then you got Gabee, my wife, my beautiful wife, and my creative assistants as well. And I want to talk to you guys about perseverance, man. That is the name of this episode. Let's talk about perseverance.
Keep it pushing when people don't believe in you. When you start to not believe in yourself. When things get hard, stuff starts to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things that I had to learn growing up, was to not falter, not let anything or anyone stop me. And I've lived that my entire life. You know what I mean? I've lived that my entire life, and I want to pass that on to our child, so she can see as well that regardless of how many walls, how many downfalls, hardships, anything like that comes into your direction, when you're trying to do something, you don't let it stop you. Don't never let it stop you, man. You know what I mean? And excuse me.
It's not just obstacles to people, but I guess a person can be an obstacle.
Oh yeah, definitely. A person can be an obstacle simply because it depending on who they are. Mm-hmm. So say if it's a family member, right? If it's a family member, and we, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure that most of us, if not half of us, have these kind of family members where when you're trying to get ahead in life, some of them would honestly be in the way, where they don't want to, they see your shine, okay? They see the potential that's within you. But the problem is, more than anything, they don't see it in themselves. So when they see it in you and they don't see it in themselves, they try to put whatever type of doubt, whatever type of, fear that they can reflect onto you. So you basically have some type of, some like a doubt within yourself. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep you from being so motivational, being so, ambitious. You know what I mean? Especially those, when you tell somebody you got a plan, what do? Oh, I don't think that's going to work. That's what they say. Oh, I don't think that's going to work. Or they'll try to put
You need to get on with what I'm doing.
Exactly. You need to get on what I'm doing. Okay. So let's put it this way. Let's say I do get on what you're doing. But you aren't really doing it, but you're not doing it like that.
Right.
And then you probably want me to do all the work.
People always want you to follow them when they have no plan.
You know what I mean?
None.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. I started Phenom back when I started writing Phenom, and I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this. I started writing Night Reaper and I created Phenom back in 2017. Late 2016 to early 2017 when I started writing Night Reaper Origins, and I started the idea of Phenom Comics. And years later, this is 25.
Last year in June.
Last year in June, but before that, before last year in June. This is when I decided to stop holding back. When I decided to not let hardship stop me. You know, it was the end of 2024 when I decided I'm about to go ahead and say, bump all the bull crap. I'm about to go ahead and push this because it's been held on too long. I've had this in my heart for literally a decade. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm literally like, I want to do this because it's something that I love. And I feel like I haven't talked this much about anything else outside of football, about any other goal, anything else I wanted to do that was a hobby or anything like that was literally for me to sit up here and make some money and do whatever I could to be able to fund Night Reaper Origins and get Phenom Comics up and running. So I decided at the end of 2024, bump all that, I was going to make this happen. And then come January 1st, 2025, that's when we started making the moves for the socials and everything else. I ain't letting nothing stop me. Now, come June, I did my first Kickstarter. And baby, you know this. I had no support. None. I had no support. You know, I'm promoting, I'm marketing, don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just putting it out there. A first time, a rookie. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yet, and the crazy part is, I remember what I ended the first campaign with. I ended the campaign with $727.15, literally. But did that stop me? No. And the sad part about this though, is I actually had a family member say to me, by message though, now he ain't say anything to my face, I'm not gonna say no names, but he said to me, nephew, ain't nobody gonna support you. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do it either. A week or so later, this same individual decided to say to me, oh, so me and my lady starting our little business too. She started her little makeup business or whatnot. And said, don't forget about me. Shouted at me, oh, you ain't such by this. And to me, I was kind of flabbergasted. I'm like, this brother got the nerve. Because the crazy part about it is, with me, is that I have not ever had an issue with supporting somebody who's trying to do something themselves. I don't do that to people. So when they did that to me, when I literally didn't have family that supported me and did not even try to attempt to do it, and I didn't whine about it, I was a little hurt. I could admit to that because this is something that I really wanted to do. But they didn't show any support. But did I quit? No, I did not. Then come the second campaign that I went after. I was more prepared this time. I had more to offer this time. And I failed the second time. This time it was a lot more though. I ended up having over 3,009, literally almost $4,000 the second time around. I was literally halfway there to beating that campaign. But sometimes I think certain things just aren't meant to happen at that moment. And this is where perseverance really just come into play. Knowing I still didn't have family that looked out for me. I didn't have individuals who really was like, yo, Mike, I got your back. I got you. And actually looked out for a brother. I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's where, it's honestly crazy because again, the fact, baby, that I didn't make the second campaign and I failed that one, just for it to happen the end of August And I think the crazy part is I don't remember when I did the first campaign, but I think the second campaign probably was in June, and that went for
I think
a
the
month.
first one was in June, and then you did it again after 4th of July.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did that, and we still didn't make it.
No.
And we was literally most of the way there, And the thing is, man, where we actually, at first, and then the crazy part is, I said to myself, I still wasn't gonna quit. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what I mean? I seen a post the other day that literally said, "Do you fit the socially acceptable profile?" Meaning, is either like somebody asked on one of the groups that I currently follow, and they were saying, "Have anybody read a book? Like, are they buying your books are they looking at your stuff because of your books? They're interested in your books, or is it you that they're interested in?"
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, being socially acceptable is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because that changes, like literally overnight. That can change.
Yeah.
Everybody was, oh yeah, I get those people out of here, blah blah blah. But look what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
That changes overnight. One misstep, and now everybody's against you.
Yeah.
So if your target audience is the LGBT community because you feel like it's easier,
Mm-hmm.
or it's what's socially acceptable or what's popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, everybody's like, why are you pushing this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the that Marvel went through, where they started trying to appeal to everybody instead of focusing on the fan base that they had already built.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people aren't reading their books because they like what their socially acceptable I don't know how to say it.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. But basically what I'm saying is
Okay.
they're not reading their books because they're pushing what's socially acceptable. They're reading their books because they're Marvel.
Yeah.
Because people love Stan Lee. Because people love Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with what's going on socially right now.
Well, yeah, but I think where they want to see is if you're, if you're appealing. Just more so, prime example, like obviously with some people, if you ever met me in person and anything, where I'm very intimidating because of my size and just my demeanor. My demeanor, the way I move, I have a swag to myself. Okay, I have that. I got that polish about myself. I'm not your typical nerd. I'm not your blurred or whatever the case may be. I'm just going to keep it honest. That a lot of folks will be intimidated, or maybe I got too much ghetto in my talk, in my speech. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like your geek type individual or whatever, or just, it can be any of these things. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm not gonna let it stop me. And the reason why I'm not letting it stop me now is because, again, I had to ask, like, what does that mean? Socially acceptable. What is that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, at the end of the day, you're selling you.
Right.
There are so many people in the world. You can't try to do something somebody else is doing just because that works for them.
Right.
Sooner or later, you're gonna mess up. Sooner or later, so people who copy other people's content, what about when they stop making content? Now what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Now people are like, well, your content is different than it used to be. What happened? They were fake the whole time.
Either that, or they just didn't have, they just lost interest. The love ain't there no more.
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking specifically about people who copy other people's content because they think that's what works.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
whole, like you said, trying to be socially acceptable. Okay, this person is socially acceptable. I'm going to copy what they do.
Yeah.
Well, what about when they stop making content?
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You've never been yourself. So now that you're being yourself, people are like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You would have been better off taking all that time that you spent trying to copy someone else, being yourself and building up your community versus trying to, steal other people's ideas, because now that you have to be you, nobody likes you because those were never your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's always important to be yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not pretending to be that. So my thing is, if the way I speak, the way I talk, or the way I do things throw you off, hey, that's not my problem. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm still a cool dude. I'm straightforward. I don't have to pretend to be nothing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
maybe you should be open-minded.
Yeah.
Listen. Pay attention.
Look, listen, and learn. That's what my grandmother
see if you can learn something.
That's what my grandmother taught me. The 3 L's: look, listen, and learn.
Yeah, I've lived in some of every type of community at this point. From lower class, middle class, upper middle class. So you learn something from every step, every place that you're in. So when people try to make it seem like you can't learn something from a bum, or, oh, this person is rich, they don't understand what life is really like. But you don't know that they were always rich.
Yeah.
You don't know that person was always poor.
Right.
People grow up and they fall right back down. You never know. So trying to appeal to something that's socially acceptable, like I said, that could change overnight.
Yeah.
You have to be yourself. And, that comes back to what we were talking about with perseverance. It's hard to stay true to yourself, especially as you elevate.
Right.
Because people want so bad to change you. We were talking about this earlier with the different celebrities and the surgeries and everything that they've had. They look completely different. They look completely different.
That's crazy.
And when you think about it, sometimes their music is not even who they are.
Yeah.
They're doing what's socially acceptable.
True.
And now you look like a completely different person. This isn't even who you are. Your children don't look like you.
Yeah.
You don't look like you.
Yeah.
So you changed everything about yourself trying to appeal to somebody who is waiting for the next big thing.
True. And that's real. That is real. And I mean, that's a fact, man. Like, you can't really
I want to go back to the Kickstarter thing, though. Like, shout out to the people who did support, for real.
Yeah, shout out to them big time. Because I mean, hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't remember if it was the first campaign, or the second one, but it was one guy, from another indie comic book company and everything. So I don't want to sound ungrateful. And I'm gonna be honest. It was the fact that, because when we was putting out the campaign, we were literally saying, $1,
you can donate as little as $1.
You can invest in donate as little as $1, or just share it on your profiles. I kid you not. When everybody else did everything, man, this brother decided he wanted to just donate $1. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was grateful, but at the same time, I was like, bro, you petty as hell. I'm like,
the thing that was dumb about that, the lowest tier was $2.
Yeah.
You couldn't do an extra $1 so you could at least get something out of it. Like, really?
But the thing is, you don't even have to. I mean, if you don't want nothing, that's fine. Like I said, it was the first time. It was the first time. It was my first comic book that I put out there and everything. But I can guarantee we're gonna do better next time.
Well, I'm grateful that they didn't. They weren't successful, honestly, because I see people trying to fulfill rewards.
Yeah,
and it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. I would rather be fulfilling orders than trying to fulfill rewards, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad that we were able to do it without the Kickstarter.
And that's where and going into the whole thing of the whole perseverance, the fact that regardless of it, we still ended up funding the comic book.
Yeah.
We got it made. It's created. The illustration to the colors and everything else has been successful. And we getting ready to push that out to our customers, those who have bought. And I mentioned this before when we made our first sale, because we made a few. We made a good amount, more than I actually expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it blew up completely. No, I'm grateful because it's people that hey, you probably wouldn't have a sale at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we made a few sales but I think maybe it don't matter. I mean, we're 1 month in,
Yeah.
and
But one thing I will say, we have, even with, still going through pre-orders, we have consistently made sales from day one.
yeah,
So I'm grateful for that, for sure.
yeah, you know what I mean. And like I said, everybody is not going to appeal to Night Reaper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to appeal to a character the way the Night Reaper is set. You know, him looking like a Grim Reaper, because a lot of people feel like, oh, it's too many of these type of characters and stuff like that. But guess what? A lot of them cats, not no knock to them, but a lot of them can't make a story like I can.
There is at least 20 animes of I was reincarnated as.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody's still watching them. So what? If you don't like it, keep moving.
Yeah.
There's always an audience for this.
Always.
You know, and I don't like every single character from every comic brand. But there are certain characters that people like.
Sure.
You know, some are very well known, some aren't very well known. Who cares?
Right.
This is one character. If you like it, great. If not, hey, we have hundreds more.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing to understand. If, You know what I'm saying? If you have an open portfolio, basically, maybe just do more.
Yeah.
Everybody not going to appeal to this character. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. I don't like Wonder Woman for shit. I'm just letting it be known. Like, the character is okay, but you know what I'm saying? I've never wanted. It's like me. I can't get into it. Like, you look at the MCU. Out of all the MCU characters that I say I do, as for the movie, those who have, you know, their own live movies, the ones I like less are Thor. I like literally cannot sit through a Thor movie too long. And I mean, he's had like 4 of them already. I can barely sit through a full Thor movie. I'm being honest. The only one I can say that probably was the best one so far was probably Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying? And that's because
I think I've seen all of them once, and then maybe the first one twice.
Okay.
But I've never rewatched them.
Yeah, well, still, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I feel like stay true to certain characters, but then, like I said, it's just I haven't been really feeling Thor like that. That's just my personal opinion, man. I mean,
I don't like that Thor is funnier and better as a character in literally every movie but his own. Like, I don't know. Well, I don't like him.
Well, I guess you gotta look at it this way. You gotta look at it this way. Like, one of my favorite comedians, Jim Carrey. Now, I can use Jim Carrey like prime example. You know, I'm not even gonna use Jim Carrey as an example. Mike Epps. To me, Mike Epps on the stand-up side, he sucks to me. I'm sorry. I have no issue with Mike Epps. I'm just saying, I don't feel like he's funny on stage. In movies, it's a completely different situation. I feel like people are great at bouncing off of people than being on their own.
That is, I will say that some people are better with
it's like in
co-stars.
And if we're talking comics, where I mentioned to you before, you got some characters that are that fits the main character, and some that fits literally just they're better with as a side character in probably in the group. I feel like depending on how they're written, how they're created, you can push this character as somebody that can actually go on their own, and some people that can't. You know, like, I grew up a wrestling fan. Some wrestlers got pushed to be that has the physique, that has the swag, and you know what I'm saying, know how to cut a promo and things like that. That knows how to that has that aura of being a world champion compared to somebody who can be like an intercontinental, or you get pushed to the tag team division.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be as good on the, being a single competitor compared to being a tag team competitor. Because you have the aura of a tag team person than it is you being able to carry a company by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just it be like that. It really does.
Yeah, that's a matter of opinion too, though.
Yeah, of course.
Because there are some people like, oh, you should have went way farther than you did.
True.
They feel like they are.
Yeah.
Main characters.
Right.
So.
No, I get that. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, man, we did what I did. Look, did what I needed to do. And I just persevered through everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been doubted from graduating high school. I've been doubted with going to college, all that stuff, man. I've had, and you would think people would know by now, but those who grew up with me, ain't no way in hell you cannot sit up here and say that Mike has not ever been a person to prove people wrong. I've overcame a lot of obstacles. I've been shot at before. I've been beat up. I've broken bones. I grew up in, not perfect households and everything, and been through this and been through that, struggling. But not for one can anybody ever say Mike gave up from going after what he wanted to go after. Truly. If it's in my control, there's nothing that's going to stop me but me.
Yeah, but I don't think you persevered. I think you just lucked up.
You funny, man. You ain't even have to put that in there to say that. I know exactly what you mean.
Care.
I know exactly what you mean.
No, because people say stupid stuff.
We gonna keep it on the comic book side. We gonna keep it on the comic book side, man. We ain't even about to get into all that.
Whatever.
We talking about.
That's what it started with.
You got
that's the whole point. Perseverance. Yeah. Even when people try to tell you don't deserve things.
Yeah.
People try to tell you that you didn't work hard for it.
Yeah.
Nobody was there to watch you claw your way up.
Not at all. Not at all. And even when I tried to vent to people with my downs and stuff like that, folks weren't trying to hear me.
No, because people only care about what they go through.
And the crazy part about it is, I used to always wonder, what did I do to you in order for you to feel like this towards me?
You persevered.
No, just in general. You always.
That's what you did.
A lot of people just. You
succeeded.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Like I said, who are you to come from the mud just like me and clean yourself up?
Yeah.
Who are you to come out the mud while we are still in the mud? Who are you to come out the mud and want to clean yourself up to decide you want to be better? You know why?
That's everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? But I decided to get out that 2-foot pool and stand up, and I realized I'm taller than what I am, than what I perceive myself and thinking I am just being under that water.
But that is really everywhere if you think about it. Like even in kids movies.
Yeah.
Most of the Disney movies and kids movies and stuff, there's always a lesson. Of course, the kids don't see it; they just see it as a movie.
Right.
But there's always a lesson, like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Where he wanted to go and get real food, good food.
Yes.
Stuff that he could actually cook, and his family's just like, "You're a rat. We steal. What do you mean? You're a rat."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And looking down on him because he wanted better.
Looking down on you because you decide you want to be different. Because you don't want to be what your environment perceives you to be.
Or not just even wanting it, but knowing. Like, anybody who's Christian knows the story of Joseph.
Okay.
About how his brother sold him into slavery because he knew he was destined to be above everybody. He knew he was destined to be a king.
Right.
And he ended up being so powerful that he was the only person who was as high as Pharaoh. The only person higher than him in the entire kingdom was the Pharaoh.
Right.
So I don't know if you know the story, but long story short, he was starting to have dreams because he was gifted with dreams, and he would understand what they meant and be able to interpret them.
Right.
And he had a dream that he was on the same level with his brothers, and then the dream changed and he was above them and they were all below him.
Okay.
And when he told them what the dream was, they were upset because they were like, who are you to think you're above us? And they were all grown. They were older than him. So they're like, we've been working our whole lives. We know how to do this. We know how to do that. Your hands are soft. You don't even know how to till the fields and stuff. How dare you think you're better than us?
Right.
But he was destined to be better than them, because by them selling him into slavery and all the hell he went through, he ended up being everybody's savior.
Right.
Because the Pharaoh had a dream that there were going to be 7 years of famine after the 7 years of plentiful.
Yeah.
And because he was able to interpret the Pharaoh's dream, they ended up saving and started rationing out food so that the people wouldn't starve throughout those 7 years of famine.
Right.
His family ended up having to come to help, ask him for help.
Right.
And they regretted it because they saw that it drove their father crazy, pretty much. That he lost his son, because they were all his sons, but he didn't love their mother.
Okay.
He was in love with Joseph's mother.
Okay.
So when he was gone and they thought he was dead, he was heartbroken. And sometimes that's how people are. You have to be very careful because, and that's why, you know, perseverance is a very real thing. People think it's just, oh, just keep pushing, just be patient.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is pure hell.
Yeah.
You know,
it is.
And that's basically what he was going through. He had to continue to persevere and basically just pray and be hopeful that one day he would make it out. And he did. But it was literally like a chance situation where he just happened to be able to interpret the Pharaoh's dream. And he saved everybody.
Didn't they make an animated movie about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I know the story. I only seen it one time. But
yeah, but you know, it's stuff like that where, you know, true stories like that where people will literally drag you through hell when they're jealous of you. And that's why you have to, you know, that's where the perseverance comes in. You got to keep pushing. Yeah. Sometimes you got to cut people off and move on. And it hurts and it's hard. You know, sometimes you run out of funding. Sometimes you never got the funding. So.
And that's why I said at the end of the day, we persevered because, again, I didn't give up. We knew what we wanted to do. You know what I mean? We ended up getting funded. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was a blessing too that, you know what I'm saying? It could have been, it definitely was meant to be, where E.T., my illustrator, came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, like just randomly reached out to me. I like your character and everything. Yo, do you mind if I do a fan art of him and, you know, things like that or whatever? I was like, you know, and of course, at first I was a little skeptical. You know what I'm saying? At first I was a little suspicious of it.
Because it's happened before.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was a little, you know what I'm saying, suspicious about it because obviously this is a one-time thing. I mean, it's not something I'm used to. Just like, hey man, can I do this? You know, I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So of course, it was new. But I'm like, you know what? Let me give, you know what I'm saying, bruh, a shot. Like, yeah, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Do it, whatever. Like I said, it was a little hesitation, but it wasn't a lot where I'm like, who the, and I was like, you know, just okay. I mean, like, go ahead, man. You want to do it on some, you know, just to show your skill or whatever, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, I have no issue with that whatsoever. I was actually grateful that you even reached out to want to do that for me. And once he did that, pretty much that's history right there. And I got it, you know what I'm saying? Started working with him, worked with Enzo, you know what I'm saying? And whatever. And then we brought Night Reaper Origins to life. You know what I mean? And I'm 100% grateful for that because this is my first comic, man. And again, that's just something that I wanted to do for years. Something to do for years. And we're going to keep on going. I have a whole world, a universe. I have street level. I have international level characters. I have cosmic level beings, God tier beings and everything that I want to share with a lot of you guys that have great stories, great development, you know what I'm saying, to them. That's original. That's not just thrown in there like your strongest anime character off the bat on the first freaking episode can sit up here and you know what I mean, that can just destroy half the world with one punch or something like that.
100 push-ups.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bruh. You gotta build to that. You have to. It was another question, man. Like I seen this post on Instagram, on social media, and they were talking about Naruto. Now, mind you, for those who do not know, if you're new to this channel or new to me, period, I'm a big anime fan. I'm not the biggest anime fan, but I'm a big anime fan. I grew up a Dragon Ball Z dude, but I have to say, a lot of y'all may have some, but a lot of people got their issues and they gripes about certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly, at this point in my life, I feel like I will take Naruto over Dragon Ball Z. And the reason why I say that is because one thing that, regardless of how corny that it may sound and everything, Naruto actually made me a better person. And the reason for that is because it really did help my character development growing up over the years, because it showed me humility. It taught me resiliency. It taught me how to never give up when things got hard. At the end of the day, when people doubt you, they may, just dog you and just doubt you and just treat you like trash and feel like you ain't worth nothing. At the end of the day, you still remain you, and you do what you need to do to prove everybody wrong, and you do what you say you gonna do. And that was my biggest thing about Naruto. What I loved about Dragon Ball Z is Goku was a low-level Super Saiyan. He was a low-level Saiyan when he was born. He basically, for the Saiyan people, because they thrive on power. He was low level, so that he basically was just trash. He was a runt. Just for him to grow up being this sweet man that fought for his family, that cared, that had a big heart, end up being the strongest and yet the greatest of all time. And like I said with Naruto, the one thing that I loved the most about Naruto is when they would jump to Naruto Shippuden after the Pain arc. After he beat Pain and everything else, and the whole village threw him up. You seen Kakashi have memories of Naruto basically saying as a child, I want to be the greatest Hokage, so everybody can respect me, so everybody can love me. He had that flashback when he held Naruto on his back, and he carried him back to the village where Naruto himself basically, you know what I'm saying, made Pain bring everybody back to life because of his perseverance, because of his heart, because of his resiliency, and the fact that he didn't quit, and because he is of good spirit, of great spirit, and he ain't give up. And like I said, and say what you want, it may sound corny, but it made me a little emotional. Because I believe in the underdog when it come down to that. When I seen that, because again, having a great story and character development means a lot. When all them people, when everybody in that village, Naruto didn't know what to expect. He was surprised himself. Because when all them people in the village came running to him and threw him in the air and things like that, cheering him and stuff like that, you seen Iruka. You know what I'm saying? He crying in there because he understood. He knew. He used to hate Naruto. He used to blame him. They know how everybody treated him and everything. You had grown ass people throwing stuff at him and things like that. He ain't do nothing wrong to nobody. He did everything he did just because he just wanted some acknowledgement. Because he was by himself. That's what it was more than anything. They cheered him on. They was happy for him. They realized what he did for him and everything, what they did for him and everything. He been through a lot. But the number one aspect that I why I put Naruto over Dragon Ball Z and over any other anime that I've watched over the years is because of those specific reasons. The development and the teachings of resiliency. I wasn't taught that in my household. I'm just keeping that a band. I wasn't taught how to, go after what you love. If you have your heart and your mind, your eyes set on a specific goal to go after that, I'm not trying to knock my family, but I'm just being honest. I was never taught to go after something, after a goal.
Sometimes it's just in you.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That's why they call it the black sheep, because you're the one that's different.
Yeah.
It's just in you.
It's
certain things you don't have to be taught. That's just who you are.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's just real. But that's the story of everything that is perseverance for me. Because Phenom Comics is alive and well right now. We just starting off and we ain't quitting. Night Reaper Origins, again, extended the pre-orders for physical copies. And for those who have ordered for pre-orders, best believe when y'all get y'all stuff, y'all gonna have a little something in y'all packages as well as a thank you. I'm letting you know that right now too. And again, for those who have not read, we still have digital copies available as well to have a little extra on the digital download side so you guys can have for yourselves as well. So, Ms. Gabee, do you have anything else you'd like to say to everybody?
I just wanted to thank everybody for the overall support, following our journey, supporting the comics, supporting, all of the posts, the videos, the little mini episodes here and there that we've put out, even the Let's Talk Heroes and Villains, that too. And also just continuing to support us. Everybody who, will send DMs saying that they're waiting on the comic, waiting on the physicals. All the people who have not pre-ordered, but you're waiting on a physical. Everybody who is hoping that we do well. Thankful for everybody who did help us, even help us get started.
Yes.
And I'm honestly grateful for your drive.
Yeah. All right. Well, like she said, man, we definitely 100% are grateful for you guys. Also, and again, we gonna grow the show. We gonna continue to grow the show. We ain't stopping nothing. Okay? We're not stopping nothing. We're gonna keep going. Y'all gonna continue to get great stories from this company. Night Reaper it's not just the first, but it's damn sure isn't the last. We gonna grow the Phenom verse, and if you have not signed up for the email list yet to be a part of our squad, you are missing out. Because we will sit up here and make some things happen. If you just care about the art, comics ain't for you. Think about them stories. That art and that story should matter more than anything, and how we gonna develop the continuity and everything else that's gonna come with this company. And we will continue to grow our community. So we just letting y'all know again, thank you. And we salute y'all as well. We above this. So hey man, I'm grateful. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Well, holla at y'all. Peace.